Sara Duterte had an enormous jump in trust and approval ratings, even though technically she did nothing during the quarter. We're at a loss to answer that, no? Except that partially, maybe tangentially, it can be explained by contextual things. No? Trust in her has increased, and that's probably a product of the sympathy.
This is truth on the line. Alam ba ng mga respondents niyo kung ano trabaho ng mga senador?
Halo-halo. Honestly, it has hit again in the latest trust and approval ratings, di ba? Sara Duterte had an enormous jump in trust and approval ratings, even though technically she did nothing during the quarter. She was out, she had no official portfolio, she was criticizing government. And right now, we're really contemplating what she suggested. Now, number one, people should understand what the jobs are of particular individuals. And maybe we have to augment quantitative research, the methodology of surveys, with other methodologies, no, like focus group discussions, more qualitative type of researches, because we can't find answers to very complex questions. I mean, for example, how do you answer that? Your question is, what explains the high trust and performance ratings? VP Duterte, given the fact that she was impeached, the fact that there's an ongoing case against her that's really damning, it's very hard to say that she did something substantial in the first quarter. We're at a loss to answer that, no? Except that partially, maybe tangentially, it can be explained by contextual things. No, trust in her has increased, and that's probably a product of the sympathy. What she did during the time her dad was, her former president Duterte was incarcerated. And, once trust goes up, for whatever reason, there seems to be some effect on performance also. A perception that you're doing well as a vice president, maybe as an anak. It's really hard to explain, and maybe it's stretching it to try to explain it using just surveys. So that's why I'm saying that we need to study it more, and we need to take your suggestion seriously and add a dimension to understand how people truly understand the roles of our leaders and the functions before we assess if they can truly, if they can truly assess, no, properly, no. So, but it will also require people outside of the survey business, including media, to help, no, inform our public on a range of issues. Luckily for us and for other survey companies, Filipinos are, I don't know if they're better informed. There's more information around now, not just from the Philippine Star, but from social media, a lot of which are fake news and all of that. No, out of that may come into, I should say, explaining why people trust her, why people perceive that maybe her critiquing government is a function. I don't know, I'm stretching it. I know it's not part of the data, but as a social scientist, I'm trying to make sense of why people think she has performed well. And she has been very articulate, no? As far, or at least in the minds of our people, articulate in her criticism of the weaknesses of this administration. And, thanks to the administration, that it's really, not being able to be resolute and, how should I say this, effective in solving many problems. It's also feeding into that narrative. So people are maybe perceiving, because of all of these things, that, wow, this girl be trusted. She's talking about our issues. Number two, she's critiquing the government for us. These are the things we want to say to the government, but we can't seem to say it. So maybe she's doing a function that's good, which is to hold the government accountable. Maybe in a indirect way, that could explain why her trust and performance ratings were up.